channel, where history is never just dates and battles. Tonight, we journey into the shadows of Sparta, where a queen's secret stirred the winds of war. This is the story of Queen Gorgo, whose courage and vulnerability changed the fate of nations. Imagine a silence so heavy it presses on your chest. Not peace, but the weight of something dangerous left unsaid. In the women's quarters of the Spartan palace, Queen Gorgo stood perfectly still, her expression calm, yet inside, her heart thundered. Beyond the thick stone walls, Spartan and Athenian leaders argued over maps, voices clashing like distant storms. Gorgo's gaze fixed on Thersius, the Athenian envoy. His charming smile hid calculation, and the scroll he carried concealed betrayal. And within her, the secret of new life, her unborn child, grew silently, a spark that could ignite chaos. Days passed under the fragile truce, Sparta disciplined and fierce, Athens proud and clever. Leonidas, her husband, trusted in Spartan might, but feared needless bloodshed. Thersius flattered and observed, his words honeyed, but his eyes calculating. The chill came not from his words, but his pauses, and from the way he watched Lyra, Gorgo's young handmaiden, whose Athenian blue eyes betrayed nothing, yet revealed everything. Lyra had been rescued years ago, a war orphan, now the unwitting witness to a dangerous game. One evening, Gorgo wandered the olive grove, seeking quiet. There she found Lyra trembling, a broken wax seal in her hands. "My queen, he gave me gold," she whispered, "to report your condition." Gorgo's blood ran cold. Her secret, her pregnancy, was no longer hers alone. In unstable times, an heir was a beacon and a target. Worse still, Lyra revealed Thersius was not merely an envoy. He was a cousin to the Athenian archon, sent to probe Sparta's strength and expose its weaknesses. The treaty was a facade. Athens prepared for war, believing Sparta divided. Gorgo faced an impossible choice: speak of her pregnancy to rally Sparta's morale, risking her child, or remain silent and let the enemy grow stronger. Her love and duty warred inside her. She chose silence for now. The farewell feast arrived. Wine flowed. Toasts to everlasting peace were raised. Thersius, emboldened, stood and praised Spartan's strength. His eyes flicked to Gorgo's midsection and then to Lyra, a silent, poisonous message. Leonidas frowned, sensing insult but not its shape. Gorgo's heart hammered inside her chest, the secret screaming to escape. Thersius presented the treaty scroll. Its words hidden in Greek clauses seemed peaceful, but Gorgo saw through the deception. A key Spartan village, Caryae, would be ceded to Athens, a strategic betrayal. To refuse would brand Sparta aggressive. To sign would hand the wolf the throat of the city. All eyes turned to Leonidas. The hall held its breath. Gorgo rose, walking towards the brazier, flames dancing across her face. She spoke, clear and steady. "Lord Thersius, your scroll is intriguing, but the wax on your seal tells a different story." She held up the piece Lyra had recovered. "Spartan bees make hard wax, Athenian wax, soft enough to tamper with. This was a message to spy on us, not a peace offering." The hall gasped. Thersius's face paled. "A lie," he spat. Gorgo placed a hand on her belly, voice strong. "I carry Sparta's future king. Our line is strong, our resolve iron. We are not weak, we are waiting." She cast the treaty into the brazier. Flames curled, consuming the deceit. Thersius roared, "You burn peace!" Leonidas rose, voice thunderous, "No, the act of war was yours. Sparta does not sign lies. Sparta answers with spears." Guards seized the envoy. The secret was out, not a burden now, but a rallying cry. That night, in their chamber, Gorgo wept, tears of relief and fear. Leonidas held her, hands over her belly. "You gave us truth," he said softly, "and with truth we can fight." Dawn broke over Sparta, pale light spilling across stone walls and quiet streets. The city moved with measured caution, aware that each day carried the weight of unseen threats. Queen Gorgo stood on the palace balcony, her hand resting gently on her belly, feeling the life growing within her, a secret so fragile yet more powerful than any army. The humiliation of Thersius's deceit was behind them, but the danger remained. Athens' ambitions would not pause for conscience. Gorgo inhaled the crisp morning air, letting the tension sharpen her senses and steel her resolve. The council hall was alive with whispers. Senators exchanged glances of concern and curiosity. Gorgo entered, each step a deliberate statement of calm authority. Leonidas followed silently, a towering presence of strength, eyes vigilant. Together, they were both family and fortress. Gorgo spread a map across the table, tracing mountain passes and coastal inlets with steady fingers. "Every path is a choice," she said, voice firm yet gentle. "Sparta will not be dictated by fear or deception. We will decide our fate." Leonidas's gaze softened. "Your courage steadies more than your own heart. It steadies ours. But remember, the child you carry, our heir, is our future. Protect them and protect Sparta." Scouts returned with urgent news. Athenian ships glimmered on the southern horizon, preparing for a strike. Gorgo's heart clenched, not for herself, but for the life she carried, the hidden spark of hope within her. She moved through the palace corridors, cloak trailing like shadow and fire. Soldiers bowed instinctively, seeking courage from her eyes. She paused by Lyra's chamber. The girl's wide eyes reflected the same mix of fear and determination that churned inside Gorgo. "Courage is forged in quiet moments," she whispered, "and our hearts will shield Sparta." Nights brought dreams of Thersius, his serpent smile twisting into deception. Yet even in sleep, Gorgo's spirit was unwavering. The child within her stirred as if sensing the danger and hope surrounding them. Days became a rhythm of preparation. The phalanx sharpened, ships readied, citizens steeled themselves for the impending challenge. Gorgo moved among them, offering counsel and reassurance. Her vulnerability and resolve blend to inspire all who watched. An Athenian envoy arrived under the guise of diplomacy. Gorgo received him alone in the grand hall. Her posture was calm, her gaze unwavering. She revealed nothing, yet every gesture carried the weight of courage and defiance. The envoy left unnerved, realizing that Sparta's strength was more than arms. It was unity and resolve. Weeks passed, Athenian impatience grew, but Sparta's walls stood firm. Gorgo embraced every pang of fear and hope, her secret now a source of quiet strength. The unborn child within her, once a fragile secret, had become a symbol of Sparta's endurance. Finally, the Athenian fleet appeared at the horizon, black silhouettes against dawn. Spartan shields locked in formation, spears poised like iron forests. Gorgo watched from the palace walls, heart steady, full of resolve and love. The first clash would be remembered in history, But the true battle had begun in a quiet chamber, in the courage of a queen who balanced fear and hope. The child she carried, the secret she protected, and the clarity of her heart had forged a strength no enemy could conquer. As the sun climbed higher, Gorgo turned to Leonidas. "We endure, we fight, and the truth we carry, our courage, our unity, is the weapon that no enemy can steal." And here lies the lesson of Sparta's secret. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act despite it. Vulnerability, when met with wisdom and love, can become the most powerful shield. History often celebrates the swords, the kings, the battles, but the quiet courage, the hidden truths, the sacrifices made in the shadows, these shape the world in ways no chronicler can fully capture. Queen Gorgo's secret had sparked more than war. It had ignited a story of courage, unity, and resilience. And in the end, sometimes the mightiest victories are born not from conquest, but from the heart. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done in Gorgo's place? Subscribe for more journeys into the hearts and secrets that shaped our world. Until next time, remember, the most powerful truths are often those we choose to reveal.